This is Roy, the history teacher, and I want to welcome you back to my Ultimate General Civil War campaign. This is a CSA campaign. I am fighting it on Brigadier General Plus difficulty using the JMP Rebalance mod version 1.29.1. The last battle that I fought was the Battle of Gaines Mill. Took a lot of losses there. That's a battle where you're attacking. I will admit, didn't manage that attack well. Let some units get beat up pretty bad. It's the first battle in this campaign in which I have lost more killed and wounded than the Union. You can see the results there. Now the Union casualties were higher because of 4,588 captures. But you can see it was a slugfest. I lost 25% of my infantry in that fight. So I really can't afford to have too many battles like that, or you start kind of slowing down your ability to build up an effective fighting force. But now it's time to move on to the Battle of Malvern Hill. I will be honest, it's been a month since I fought that Battle of Gaines Mill, and with the new version of the mod, Malvern Hill has become a little more difficult than it was in the past, and I have actually fought it several times, trying to get a good video of it and trying some different things, and it just hasn't worked out well. I don't want to, post a version of the battle in which I lose the battle and that's the end of the campaign, because that's not what the point is here. But sometimes that happens. Sometimes when you're playing this game, you get to a point where you just can't continue, and I've had that happen before, and then basically the only thing you're left to do is just to delete that campaign and restart. We haven't reached that point yet. You can see that after Gaines Mill, where my career points stand, 3 in politics, 3 in economy, 4 in medicine, 4 in training, 7 in Army Org, 2 in logistics, 2 in reconnaissance. One thing that's hurting me is that I don't have that 4 in reconnaissance, so I am still not recovering the max amount of weapons that I could be recovering from captured Union soldiers and from the battlefield. And also the logistics is low, which is hampering my armory stocks. But the Battle of Second Bull Run coming up is the first battle that you need to be at Army Organization 9. And so I have the points from Malvern Hill and then 2 minor battles coming up before Second Bull Run to get Army Org up to 9. So my focus here with the next few career points has to be in Army Org and also reconnaissance, and then probably logistics after that, and then eventually I'll get to try to build up medicine and training some more. Let's take a look at how I've got the army set up. King's Corps, my main corps, my avatar here. Same base setup I've been using. 3 infantry divisions, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. We have General Braxton, Brian Braxton. I often get confused and think that's Braxton Bragg. It's not Braxton Bragg, it's Brian Braxton. 2nd Division is AP Hill, 3rd Division Stonewall Jackson, and then 4th Division is Greg Leisure, all of them Brigadier Generals. And my 3 1st, 2nd, 3rd Divisions set up with 4 infantry brigades and a skirmisher regiment. I don't like to call those skirmisher brigades because the skirmishers tended to operate as regiments. And then my 4th Division is really what I would consider in real life to be what's under Corps control. It does have a division commander, but this doesn't operate as a division. I have my artillery and 2 cavalry brigades operating under Corps level command. One thing I have done for this battle is I swapped out my rifle battery with 2nd Corps, Johnson's Corps, and picked up another Napoleon battery, and there's a reason for that. Even though this Napoleon battery doesn't have a perk, I needed the rifle guns in Johnson's Corps because this is going to be our frontal assault corps. Now, I've rearranged from my base setup here with Johnson's Corps, as I'm going to try to flank to my right, the Union's left, with 1st and 2nd Division. So those are all infantry, and I moved their skirmisher regiments into 3rd Division. 3rd Division and 4th Division are going to hold the front, except the cavalry, which is going to go on the flanking move. So up front, I'm going to be demonstrating with 2 infantry brigades, 3 skirmisher regiments, and I have the artillery. Now, I have this 6-pounder field, and then I've got a 10-pounder Parrott, and neither of those have a perk yet. So that's one thing that's hurting me in this battle. And then I have the 3-inch ordnance, which moved over from First Corps. I will admit up front, I think one of the big problems I'm having with a successful outcome here so far is my lack of rifled guns. I've only got the 2 brigades of rifled guns, and honestly, on this next playthrough, if this doesn't work out well, then you'll never see this video. But what I'll end up doing is probably disbanding both of these and trying to build multiple rifle gun batteries instead of because I've only got the 44 rifle gun. So instead of trying to have 2 brigades here, 22 guns each, I would probably try to build 4 brigades of maybe 11 to be able to concentrate more rifle fire. Third Corps, which is AP Hill, and that's right, that's Daniel Hill in First Corps. Third Corps, AP Hill, it's not fully filled out yet, but you can see a lot of rookies here, a lot of recruits. First Division's all infantry, 1,800 men. They are all carrying Springfield 42s. We have some cavalry with sawed-off shotguns, Cooking Brothers, and then artillery, 12-pound howitzers, 12-pound howitzers, 12-pound howitzers, 12-pound howitzers, and 6-pounder fields. Now, my artillery is weak. I just don't have a lot of the good guns, and as we go in here and look in the store in artillery, there's only 2 Parrots available and 4 ordnance rifles available. The ordnance rifles and Napoleons are my favorite, and I have all of the Napoleons, but you also see I'm out of money. So with that, that's kind of how we're approaching it. We're going to jump into the battle. Captured message. We have lost the Battle of Gaines Mill and are now in desperate need of more troops. Our forces are regrouping, and our scouts have found that the enemy is currently short of both manpower and ammunition. We will do our best to hold our current position and will counterattack the enemy as soon as we receive additional military support. Captured message. General Headquarters is currently unable to provide more soldiers, but I've managed to convince them to send weapons and ammunition. A supply train of brand new rifles and cannon is being shipped to you and should arrive shortly. Urgent report. Sir, we have very urgent news. After the incident at Gaines Mill, the Yankees seem to be preparing for a major assault. 37,400 recruits are being held in reserve by the Union High Command, and we anticipate them being used in a campaign against your forces. All right, so historically speaking, McClellan had fallen all the way back and was holding his line of defense there at Malvern Hill. He was basically just going to sit down there and not move. And then Lee attacks. Probably wasn't a great decision to attack. It did convince McClellan to just stay on the James, which allowed the Northern Virginia campaign to begin. But Lee lost a lot of guys frontally assaulting here, and that's really what the game tells you to do, is launch a frontal assault. Well, we're not going to do that. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, so Johnson's force, we're going to put that one division, 3rd Division, and the artillery here and here. And then I'm going to send 2 of Johnson's divisions down this way to try to flank and get behind the line here. Now, in the new version of the mod, the Union is strongly defending here, which they didn't used to do. Hey, thanks, Panda Kraut. I'm just kidding. The game is great. I like the new challenges. And so we're going to bring 2 divisions here. In the past, I have tried to bypass them all the way down and then come up here behind. And I may actually try that strategy. I haven't been trying it. I've been trying to just kind of put a diversion here, but they are crossing the river in force and causing a major fight right here in these woods that has been a headache in a couple of playthroughs. So I believe I'm going to try to bypass 2 divisions and get them all the way down here to these fords and see if I can't get 2 divisions up behind here to link up with my corps, King's Corps, which is going to flank this way and actually cross here. Now, there is a bridge and then there is a ford, and I used to, no, here's the bridge. Here's the bridge and here's the ford. I used to mainly attack across both of them, but now they are strongly defending here. When I mean strongly, there was 3 artillery brigades right here. And so I will probably on this play, I'm going to try to get my entire corps down here and across this ford, because if I can get across the ford and get established, then I can move. It's going to slow it down a little bit, because when you can cross this bridge and push them back, then you're right there at their lines, which is a great place to be. But that just, I've been losing too many guys routing trying to get across this bridge because of how strongly they've been defending it. Now, I'm telling y'all all this, and the AI has some randomness to it. We'll probably go into the battle, and they won't even do that, but we'll see. Finally, Hill's Corps will come in as the last reserves, and I am going to get Hill's artillery up here on this hill to try to pound right here at the Union positions. Unfortunately, all Hill has is 12-pound howitzers and 6-pound field guns, so I am probably going to take a lot of losses from counter battery fire. We'll see. All right, here we go. After our last fight, the Yankees were forced to withdraw. They are preparing to leave from Harrison's Landing a few miles to the south. Now we have the chance to advance and completely destroy them. General McClellan is so cautious that half of his army is guarding Harrison Landing some miles southwards. Probably he thinks he is outnumbered. We have concentrated most of our army to seize Malvern Hill that guards their right flank. If we succeed at pushing them back, all will be lost for them. Their flank will collapse, and we'll chase them down to the James River till no one escapes. The bulk of their defenses are stationed at the foot of Malvern Hill. They are waiting for us with heavy artillery support to advance on open ground. It is very risky to attack the west side of Malvern Hill. The ground is swampy, and our soldiers will be shot dead before they can even reach the hill. Attacking the east side is not a good idea either. There are few passable river sections, and we will lose too many men trying to climb the edgy cliffs. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've never understood what they're talking about the edgy cliffs right there, but okay. Although heavily fortified, their center is the weakest point, and we must breach it. Prepare to attack. Their defensive position is strong. Our staff officers have advised we soften them up with artillery until all of our forces can join the fight. We can put the west side of Malvern Hill in a crossfire if we establish our artillery batteries near this area. And from here we can bombard the east side of the hill. General, it is recommended to proceed with this plan, but of course, if there is a weakness in the Union formation, you can decide otherwise. We have reserved ammo for about 1 hour of continuous fire. All right, so you get all of your starting corps on the field at once. So now my flank attack, which is going to go to my right, but to the left of the screen, I am putting them way back here because I want to get them down as low as possible on the side of the hill to try to keep them hidden while we begin making this assault. So I got to get all of 1st and 2nd Division over here. Hatch is 3rd, Sully is 3rd, Trimble is 2nd. And that means Crocker is 2nd. Okay. Now, the cavalry is going to go with the flank attack. get them over here. Alright, so the Union defensive position is going to be right here. They'll have some skirmishers up here in these woods. So, which one is my 6-pounder fields? Nope, that's the Parrots. Yep, here's the field guns. Alright. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure that I'm happy with this deployment here. Alright. I have all 20 of them out there. It's time to start the battle. But we're immediately going to hit pause here. Okay. Oh, I had the wrong button press. That's why I was getting that. Okay. Whoops, don't send them off the screen. Alright, all I'm doing here is telling these guys to get down here to the bottom of the screen. So they're not going to stay right there for long. Alright, we're ready to go. I'm going to hit it on fast forward a little bit. This is also a very long battle. So I am on double speed here. Yep, yep, looky here. Woo! Putting artillery in, moving guys forward. They got the fortifications here. Got skirmishers out here. Oh my! flanked here already. Man, that's a bunch of skirmishers. I just don't have the range to shoot at them. Okay. I didn't fall him back fast enough. He is routing. I don't want to get too close to their artillery. Uh-oh. Alright, I want to get him under cover. So, Wickham hasn't taken any fire because they haven't seen him yet, which is definitely probably a good thing. Have I got the range to reach him from right there? Just barely. I might need to come up a little bit right there. So with that, okay. Oh wait, I can reach them. I want to back up a little bit because I don't want to be, I want to reach them without being able to be reached. And if they've got 20-pounder parrots, I'm probably going to be in trouble because they can probably reach me with these other artillery batteries. But like, I can't reach their artillery. Okay. Well, moving over here. Alright, King's Corps is about to come in. Okay, advance and take their center. Alright, King's Corps is coming in. We've got the rest of our divisions entering the fray. Technically not true, because I have another corps coming. Now's the time for our full assault, General. It is advised to bring your strongest brigades to attack their center. Well, of course they want me to attack the center. Look what they got in the center. Alright, so. Alright, time to reset here. Alright, I have not tried this strategy with the new version here of trying to keep everybody backing away from that. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen right here, because the last playthrough I came up here and basically was going to demonstrate right here, draw their attention here, and they poured so many brigades across this ford that I just could. All my guys got beat back, and I ended up losing the battle. And so, thank goodness for being able to reset. And in case you're a new player, you know, just because you lose the battle, the game's not over. Because as long as you don't save your camp, you can always restart. Also, you know, now the autosave camp that pops up, if you're a new player like I was at one point, when a battle is over, that is your camp as it is right at the end of the battle. But if you have your camp saved, you can always go right back to it, and I highly suggest that, because sometimes, you know, you get glitches and things, and stuff happens that you don't want. So King's Corps, I don't have. No, none of my divisions are fully on the screen. I'm gonna have to let this roll just a minute to get everybody on there where I can start moving people. Here comes a bunch more of them. There comes a bunch more of them. Okay, let's see if I've got enough here. Okay, all of First Corps is on here, as well as King. So let's get all of First Division, or I meant Division, all of First Division's down here. So alright, we're going to get King down here. Second Division is all there. I'm going to get Second Division all down here. Here, let's do this. Let's go. Because there ain't no need in them just coming across. Alright, here we go. First Division. Second Division. Third Division's all there. Third Division. My cav and my artillery have yet to make an appearance. Which is, they're forth to. Oh, the cav's here. Get the cav coming this way. Let's check out what's going on here. We're still in good shape. They're ignoring us. I think they're ignoring us. That's good. King's artillery and supply wagon is still not on the screen yet. Everybody is. Wait, freeze! Who are these guys? Why is King's third division? Oh, you know what? Alright, get them moving that way. Here we go. Some of these guys come in so far to the right that when you tell them to deploy here, they want to go this way. Well, that would be bad. I did that one time. I'm still missing an artillery brigade that hadn't come in yet. Dang, supply wagon. Get around here, supply wagon. Alright. They're going to be moving for a while, so that's going to allow me to manage what's going on here. At least manage the controlled chaos. Huh. They are creating a welcome party that I am not liking. I don't like their welcome party. They are not very welcoming. Alright. Man, you would think that those guys are exposed, but I guarantee you there's people in the woods right there. Just drop right there. Where are all of these guys going? They've probably identified the middle of my formation as a weakness, and they're getting ready to attack me. That would be about my luck. They may be getting ready to move forward. If they've identified how weak my front is. Wow. Coming across the, oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'll be honest with you. This strategy may not work because they have defended this crossing. I got hills starting to come in now. What could they possibly have up here if they've got that many guys back there? The Yankees could not find better defensive ground. Our main objective remains. We must capture Malvern Hill till nightfall, or else we must accept a defeat today. Keep it up, General. Alright, so Hill's coming in, but count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well that's just 2 infantry brigades, a lot of artillery. They're moving infantry that direction. They're getting ready to launch a flank attack here. Okay. Alright, well. I'm I'm doing this one at a time, else you have to send them around and they try to go up the steepest part of the hill right here. And I want them to kind of come up this way. Alright. And Johnson's cavalry. Let's get the cavalry right to the crossing before we do anything. Okay. I don't have any detached skirmishers here. It keeps jumping weird. I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, let me find all those skirmishers I just detached. There may be more hiding in there that I can't see. Oh, there's one. Okay, I got all those guys. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on that fight going on here in the bottom of the screen. Somebody's charging. Oh, okay. There was another brigade there. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me get Hill's guys up here. I was originally going to send Hill's cavalry around here to join this, but at the moment, I'm not seeing that that would be beneficial. I don't know that I can even get across right there. All right, Hill's artillery. Here we go. Probably going to take a lot of losses with that artillery. Is that all you get from Hill at this point? How many brigades came in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It says 20 brigades, but it might require you to be 10 and 10 there or something. I don't know. We'll see. Uh-oh. Okay, let me take a pause here. And there's a lot going on. All right, let's see. We got Hills guys are coming up. We're still fighting here. Oh no, I've let him get way out there. Back up, back up, back up. Okay. Let's try to get them guys online. I know that's probably mixing them up. We're gonna get that. Oops, get up here online. Yeah, by the time they get there, the line I just built will already be gone, so it'll be alright. Okay. Go over here and capture the supplies. Don't shoot the supplies. Okay, the infantry brigades that we're attacking here. Let's try to get across and get assembled. Because they only the three. Okay. These guys need to go way down there too. And I don't like to route them, because if you route them a lot of times, they'll head back this way. Okay, let me see what I got going here now. Got him coming across. I'm going to go ahead and bring him across here. So you go that way. And all three of y'all focus on him. And all three of y'all focus on him. Let me get... Still need to get my artillery up where it can get in action. And the goofy supply guy needs to stay up here with their artillery. And 3rd Division needs to bring it. Except for you, you just need to go ahead and... Ah! Not what I wanted. 3rd Division minus him needs to bring it up here and get online. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Alright. Get up there, AP Hill. Alright, just get there. I'll fix you when you get there. Alright, let me see. How's it going here? Okay. Alright. Oh no. Oh, great. I got a captured set of... I don't want them to become prisoners. Stop attacking. Stop attacking. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna let the two melee calves take care of him. Where are my skirmishers? Tucker doing way down there? Okay, here we go. All right. Somebody needs to go down in there and take out that artillery battery that's harassing us. Into the Valley of Death. Road, whatever. I don't know that point. They are killing me with that artillery. I'm sending the cavalry on a suicide mission. I understand that, but the cavalry, we have got to get some of this artillery out of here so that the infantry can advance. Because that freaking artillery is just wearing me out. Got infantry coming now. dumb. Oh, I got a colonel wounded. They got one brigade in there that is just routing me. Jeez. They still got one brigade in there that is just beating my hind end. General, my corps is routing. Get in there and give them some support. Jeez. finally. Ah, that guy. Yeah, the problem is everybody is exhausted now. Okay, it's just craziness. No, I didn't want you to move. I didn't want you to move, Cannon. You stay right there. Uh-oh. Where did the hill get way over there? I don't know where Royce is going. He must be going for a coffee break. just sent somebody on a crazy somewhere. I have to keep watching. Let's hide them way down there in the woods. I got an hour and 41 minutes to push them off. Marston is wounded. Oh no. Well, we're all falling back again. This is going to be an ugly result. Ugly, ugly, ugly. $781 deaths. That's a lot of deaths. He's lost a bunch too. I don't know how much of an army we're going to have left after this battle. Nope. Let's see. I haven't said a whole lot. I've just been trying to manage the fight. Who was connected to that? They shouldn't have been. Nope. Alright. Got an hour and 24 minutes to push them off. I think that I can, but it's going to be very costly. And like I said, I don't know what kind of army we'll have left after this fight. They all routed. Uh-oh. every brigade that's available. We're going to try to bring this to an end. That might not have been a good idea. right, man. That brigade is shot. Get over. Oh, not charge, just go. Get the supplies. Go over and help with them. Okay, it's gonna be very ugly. It's gonna be very ugly. The thing is I know it's gonna be ugly. I don't know who. Oh, he's shooting at that general. I started to say I don't know who he's shooting at. Well, it's going to be a full clear, but man, am I in trouble. It was very costly, and obviously there were some things I could have done differently. I'm hoping this isn't a campaign ender. I probably will not fight the battle again, though. I don't know who we're fighting in there. Looks like there's an infantry brigade in there. Oh yeah, there's a big infantry brigade hiding in there. Alright, I'm going to throw this on fast forward. I don't know that my brigades that I'm sending over there will get there in time to do anything. Also not sure if it's going to give me any extended time here. Nope. Oh my lord, I lost half my army. Well, I've got some medicine in play. We'll see how much. 18,000 infantry. Golly, that's a bunch. How many officers got killed? A bunch of promotions. Got some wounded guys. Well, at least I got promoted to Major General. Ooh, Stonewall Jackson got wounded. Alright. Got a lot of rifles recovered and captured. Problem is, there just may not be anybody to give them to. Okay, well with that, let's see how it ended up. And we get Longstreet, that's good, because Jackson got wounded. Alright, so looking at first, wow, massive losses, massive losses. Johnson, okay. There'll be some merging going on here, there'll definitely be some merging. Oh, and Hill got promoted to Major General. He'll probably take over this corps. And with that, that was the Battle of Malvern Hill. We'll go into career and look at what it says the final results were there. 18,720 infantry casualties, but we did inflict with captures 39, almost 40,000. I lost over 20,000. So, it will be interesting to see if I can rebuild the army for this Northern Virginia campaign. With that, thank you for watching.